Oh hey, Mark from the Geek Church here, and as you can see, we've got some Casetify products here. We got 4 cases for the Galaxy S25 Edge, and we're going to be taking a look at them right after this. Okay, so if you're not aware, the Galaxy S25 Edge, it's the very ultra slim version of Samsung's flagship smartphone. I had no idea it was even released, seriously. I mean, granted, I try and keep up on the thing. I mean, most of us know when the iPhone comes out. Samsung, I think it gets released around February or something. Usually corresponds to the, what is it called? Mobile World Congress thing that happens in Barcelona. Usually they kind of tie that in with that. So yeah, well, usually you'll get like the new iPhone in the fall. You usually get the Samsung big Android phone in February. So there's sort of an opposite thing going on. Keeps me in business, really, because I have to review like the cases for all of them. And, you know, hey, summertime is kind of a product review low for me. Usually I don't get a lot of products in then. I'm trying to improve on that. But, hey, we've got these particular cases here. So we're going to open them up right now. Okay, so normally when I do a Casetify review, I like to do something interesting of some type. You know, same thing when I do UAG reviews. I try and get as creative as possible. However, it's summertime, and I'm feeling kind of, well, a little bit, let's just put it this way. The heat is starting to get to me, and it's pretty hot out. However, I've decided to go with a theme on this particular video, which is backgrounds. Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed this year I've tried to use more of the green screen and incorporate it. So for each phone, we're going to get a new background. What can it be? Okay, I'll start with this phone, which is simply called Pool Time. See, we're at the pool. Yeah, I know, it's that simple. Yeah, however, this one, I don't know if I can find a background that matches because right now, behind me is a bunch of green. I basically put in the backgrounds later in case you haven't figured out how that technology works. But check out this out. We got some ducks or, I don't know, albino penguins at the pool here. This is designed by SSE Bong. Hopefully that's some artist there at Casetify. If so, I like it. I kind of like how that works. The issue is like, here's the thing. You remember when you'd go to the pool, there'd be lanes there because they'd often like have like, I don't know, swim races or something like that in their spare time. And of course, what they told you is, don't jump on those lines. You know, they didn't like it when you like would do tightrope acts on those things. Here we have ducks or whatever these things are. I'm assuming they're ducks, swan, albino penguins, whatever. They're just chilling on those things, you know. I mean, hey, and this guy's doing like underwater swimming, which is what I love to do here, and this guy's doing the backstroke. It's amazing. Okay, this is a good sample of summertime and what Casetify can do. Yes, we are no stranger to Casetify around here, and they make some, well, cases, but their cases are very creative. Like, you put these on your phone and they're a conversation piece. Say, for example, this one, which is simply designed by Monica Striegel. Yeah, I'm kind of reading this off the internet in case you can't see. Sakura Cherry Saturday. I like the cherry tree. I think I have a cherry tree, maybe in my yard. I can't remember, but it does blossom like this. When they blossom, it gets very pretty. And oh yeah, I think there's a lot of cherry trees in Washington D.C. You've seen that new Captain America movie? You know exactly what I'm talking about. That scene where Captain America fights Red Hulk. Hopefully I didn't spoil for you, but honestly they put that moment on the trailer. But yeah, there was a lot of cherry tree blossoms all around, and yeah, there's a lot of cool ones on this. So I will have to admit here, is this for the Galaxy? Okay, interesting, I didn't notice this. Normally when I see this thing, I usually think MagSafe, but I'm guessing that the S25 Edge has that sort of feel to it too, you know, something where you can magnetically charge. That's how thin this is, okay? So I haven't really talked about, I've never really addressed the Edge on this show, and unfortunately I don't really get, fortunately I'm not really in league with the big phone companies to get the latest ones shipped to me, and trust me, Apple's a tough one to crack, and Apple doesn't send out review notes of pretty much anything. They want you to buy it. So I would never get any Apple phones. Samsung, maybe. There was a time I was in league with Samsung and they'd send me all the new stuff. That needs to happen again, that's for sure. I wonder if it can. Anyway, oh gosh, I forgot to give you the price on this. It's $64, which is the same price on the last phone, the case that I just reviewed, you know, the pull-time one. I guess I'll have to make that correction a little later, but I will. Okay, now this one is simply called Bookshelf Garden by KT Canvases. I have no idea if that's an artist or some sort of company that makes these things. As you can see, it's a bunch of books on a shelf. It looks like some flowers are growing out of them. I think realistically it would probably be weeds. I guess, like, what are we looking at? Like, say, I don't know, some sort of like post-apocalyptic library here that you're browsing, and then suddenly there's all these flowers going on. Okay, I went with a real dark turn there, but since we're talking about summer, I like the idea of this, that books can essentially cause things to grow on you. If you're like me, you like books, but unfortunately you might not have a lot of time to read them. I consume a lot of content and stuff like that, like movies and TV shows. You can watch my 10-minute rants. But yeah, honestly, I kind of wish I could just hang around and just read books all day. Kind of like the main character in a book that is going to be coming out very soon. I will give you more information on that. What book is that? It's a book I have written. And I just suddenly realized I don't have my microphones on. Oh, man. Let's just assume they can hear me. Okay, I just had to overhear my own phone here just so I can know if I'm being heard. I believe I am. Hopefully the sound is going to be too bad. But anyway, this one you get for the price of $64. Seems to be a theme going on with these. And yeah. So you might notice, like, I did my best to kind of match the background on this because I don't even really know what to even use here on something like this. I could probably find it or use AI to do that, but I don't really want to use AI. Okay, this leads us to our very last case we're going to be reviewing today. Which is the Pine Forest. Now, definitely, since it's summertime, some of you might be taking some road trips, which is a great idea, and I highly recommend going to national parks and seeing as many pine forests as you can with a lot of mountains in the background. Something like this is great to have, and hey, even in the wintertime, you'll be able to look at this on your S25 Edge. This one is designed by Anne-Marie Kulik, and yeah, it's got some good strong protection there, and just darn right great to look at, isn't it? Yeah, I know. So, and hopefully I was able to match it behind me with a good pine forest because, hey, we're into matching on this. Price is the same at $64. So what have we learned from this? Well, Casetify makes some great cases, as you can see right here. And not only that, playing with backgrounds is a whole lot of freaking fun. Anyway, I'm not sure next time we're going to be reviewing Casetify cases. Maybe it'll be when the iPhone 17 comes out. If so, that's probably going to be later in the fall. Much later, probably around October or something like that. But hey, maybe we can get a few things to tide us over while we wait. Who knows? Anyway, for now, this is Mark Rollins from the Geek Church, signing off.